Hello, 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 and welcome to today's Pep Talk. I am your host, I am your teacher, I am your mentor, but most importantly, I am your guide through today, your coach. So thank you for being here on today, where we feed the stomach and feed the mind, and the mind is the stomach, for all the information we take in. It was Christ who said it's not what goes into a man that defies him, it's what comes out of him, because what comes out of him is exactly what went into him. Wow, just very profound. So thank you for being here on today. It is my thought, it is my belief, it is my conviction that I believe the world will not ever get better until the people get better. And the people won't get better until they actually make it a choice and do it intentional. You have to get better intentionally. I heard one saying the other day that you can change without growing, but you can't grow without changing. This world is built and based on constant changing. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday is Monday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Soon we'll be again in Halloween. From Halloween, we'll be into Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving to Christmas. Christmas and New Year's. Constantly changing. It's afternoon right now. It'll be evening. It'll be night. It'll be morning. Constantly changing. So we have to constantly change. I think it was Ephesians 4 and 15 where the good book says that all things may grow up in truth. So the only way in love. So the only way we grow up as individuals is if someone actually gives us the truth, and we must accept the truth. Christ says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Free, which causes you now to grow, which causes you to be enlarged, and causes you to increase your capacity, causes you to be capable. And in the word capable, you find the word capacity and able. So once your capacity is enlarged, you're able to do more things, which means now you're capable. The thing of it is, you don't know how much you're capable of. And that's what we're going to talk a bit today and Thursday on how to develop mental clarity, how to develop mental clarity and focus. How to develop mental clarity, how to be clear about things, man. I'd be so lost and, man, not sure and so confused about it so much. How do I develop mental clarity? And how do I focus, like the old 35 millimeter camera? How do I zoom in? How do I focus to allow my day, my plans, my future to come to pass? How do I focus? A lot of people say, man, it's just hard for me to focus, man. And we're going to talk about that, all right, today and Thursday. So that's be our topic for today, how to develop mental clarity and focus. And let me start off by saying this. This is really how you develop it. Let me get right down to it. By talking to yourself. I know it sounds like what? Yes. By talking to yourself. You really have to train. I'm writing this down as it's coming in my head as well. Train the mind. See, the mind has not been trained. No more than a little dog. Sit. Stand. Go. Yeah, you're training him. Yeah, you have not trained the mind. So you must start talking to yourself. When you don't have mental clarity and you can't focus because you got so many things bombarding your mind that you have not built parameters, and you build parameters by training the mind. The mind has not been trained yet, all right? And the more you train the mind, the more you are able to think, the more you're able to dream, the more you'll be able to create, all right? Once you train the mind, the more you'll be able to think, dream, and create. The less mental clarity you have and focus, you'll lose on a lot of opportunity because you won't be able to recognize it. When other people who can think clearly, all right, and able to focus can hear things that you just need to hear. Like, you heard what they said? Heard what? You see what's going on? See what? Right, you don't get it. So you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunity because you have not developed mental clarity. And most people who have not developed mental clarity is they feel tired all the day. They're tired. They're tired of feeling cluttered. They're tired of feeling lost. They're always confused and stressed out. And to be honest with you, if you add that combination, if I'm always tired, I'm always feeling cluttered, I'm always feeling lost, I'm always confused, I'm always stressed out, then you got to be honest and say most of these folks are always, if not sometimes, angry. Think about it. People say, yeah, man, I'm always angry, man. It don't take much to set me off. Yeah, I used to think that person was sensitive. No, that person is really not sensitive. That person has not developed mental clarity and focus. Yeah. They got so many other things bombarding their minds that when this one thing or a few things seems to bombard them, it tilts them over. And now they feel, like I said, they're tired. They're feeling cluttered in their mind. They feel lost. They feel confused and stressed. And that brings about anger. And you got to ask yourself, has that been me? Have I been angry a lot about certain things? And if so, because you haven't developed mental clarity there. That's all. You haven't developed mental clarity and focus. All right? So I got a few things I want to talk to you about today. All right? We're all guilty of sending ourselves negative messages. We're all guilty of sending our own self, not from the outside, but from the inside. We're all guilty of sending ourselves negative messages. I did some research and come to find out that 40 to 60,000 thoughts pass through our minds daily. I went, wow. 40 to 60,000 thoughts pass through our mind daily. So 40 to 60. So let's take an average. 50,000 thoughts. 50,000 thoughts go through our mind daily. We only got 24 hours in a day. All right? And to be honest with you, 8 of them you probably sleep. So now you're down to 16. 16 hours. So out of 16 hours, talking about 50,000 thoughts. Wow. So, out of, 16 hours? Yeah, so out of 16 hours, that's 25 thoughts, 25,000 thoughts in 8 hours. Wow. So that's like 3,000 thoughts an hour. Yeah. 3,000 thoughts an hour. That's crazy. To take 3,000 thoughts an hour and take 60 minutes in an hour, that's 500. Yeah, I want to make sure I get that right. No, 50 times 6 would be 300, so 60, yeah. So 50 thoughts per minute. That's crazy. 50 thoughts per minute. Now, watch this. There's 60 seconds in a minute. So we're literally having, I've just broken it down now, 1 thought per minute. Gosh. 1 thought per minute. You know how hard it is to hold on to that one thought? When you got another thought coming, another thought coming, another thought coming, another thought coming. So you can see how people get cluttered. It started stacking up. It started stacking up. You can see how people get lost. Like at first I thought it was this, but now I think it's this, now I think it's this, now I think it's this. It's all over the place now. Now I can see how I'm confused because now what I'm supposed to do, because I thought I was supposed to choose door A, now maybe it could be B, it could be D, it could be E, it could be F, it could be G. Oh my God, I am so stressed I don't know what to do right now. And then from that you get frustrated and now you get angry. And now you're just mad. And not only are you mad, but it literally could drive you mad. like literally insane. People are like, oh my God, I think I'm about to go crazy. Yeah, they're not too far off. Yeah, I get what they're saying. I'm about to go crazy. I'm going crazy. I get it. But it's because your mind is getting cluttered. You're just building a file. So at the end of the day, that's the hardest part. So you have to train the mind. You have to guard it, if you will. Otherwise, you're going to get, again, bing, 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 with all these new thoughts. So I'm going to give you a couple things that I worked on and that I want you to get and to do. All right, so I think I have 4. Yeah, I have 4. I have 4 ways that could help you develop your mental clarity and focus. All right? 1, you have to decide which thoughts you need and which ones can be tossed. Simple as that. Which ones you need and which ones you don't. But you got to decide. No one can help you with that. Because I'm going to get bored with everything. What I'm going to cook, what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. Oh my God, I got to work to this. I got this assignment on this. I got to finish this. I got to, right, you got to, what do you need and what do you don't need? Like the old folks say, it's almost like eating fish. Eat the meat, throw away the bones. You got to decide. And man, that's a big word that you'll always hear me talk about week in and week out. You have to decide. No one can decide for you. I know you just hope things turn out right, but that's not a good strategy. You hope things turn out right. That means you're going to allow someone else to decide for you. No, I wouldn't take that chance. I just wouldn't. So you have to decide which thoughts you need, which ones can be tossed out. Obviously, get rid of any negative messages that is causing us to be exhausted. Oh my God, I was thinking about this, man, and I was just going over and over about what. Okay, get rid of that thought. Why are you worrying about how you're going to pay your bills? Get rid of that thought. That thing is wearing you out. Get rid of it. If it's wearing you out, get rid of it. It just makes so much sense. Just get rid of it. Remember now, if you're worrying about how I'm going to pay my bills, have you paid them yet? Well, no. Well, why you keep going over and over and over and over and over? Clearly, it's wearing you out. And it's negative. It ain't helping you. It's taken from you. So get rid of that thought. Get rid of it. All right? It's tiresome and worrisome. Replace it. Because you just can't get rid of it. Now you're not thinking about nothing. No. You got to replace it. With what? Positive, kind affirmations. You got to replace it. Nature operates as a vacuum. As you feed your mind positive thoughts, it will execute. Not only will it execute, but it will also excrete negative thoughts. I remember years ago, I saw an example of someone had taken a jug, like a jug of juice, remember old jug of juice, a jug of milk, and there was no milk, it was an empty jug. They filled it with dirt. And they said, I need you to get all the dirt out of this jug and make it clean. But you can't pour it out. You're like, man, how in the world? You say I can't pour it out, so how am I supposed to empty it and then fill it? How am I supposed to do that if I can't pour it out? And sometimes we think that way with our minds. How am I supposed to get rid of all this negative stuff in my life? How I was raised, what people said about me, my past, the things I've went through. How am I supposed to get rid of all this stuff, man? Easy. You fill it with positive. So imagine a jug full of dirt, all the way up to the rim, dirt. Again, I can't pour it out. But I can take a water hose and hold it right there. And I'll let that water hose being clear, as clarity, good, pure. Paul said, let these things that are good, that are lovely, that are gentle, that is kind, that is trustworthy, truth. Meditate on these things. Yeah, put that hose in that jug, and you'll start to see that dirty water loosen up. It'll break it, and then it'll start to push that water out of there. And before you know it, a jug that was full of dirt is now full of clean water. That which you could not see, you see clearly now. Sounds like clarity to me. You're going to have to put Nothing but good thoughts in your mind. That's how people say, man, you know what? I see my life getting better. What they're really saying is, I got clarity now. I got rid of all that negative stuff, that low self-esteem, that depression, being stuck in my past, being worried about my present, because I got a future now. I can see clearly now. You know that old song, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. It's going to be a bright sunny day. Right, because I can see clearly now. But you got to continue to pump good thoughts in your mind. And believe it or not, those thoughts that's in your mind is your heart. We'll get to that, but it's your heart. It's your heart. See, when I think bad, I feel bad. When I feel bad, I speak bad. When I speak bad, I do bad. Gosh, you get that? When I think bad, I feel bad. I feel bad. I speak bad. I speak bad. I do bad. So if I'm doing bad, you just back it up then. If I think bad, I feel bad. If I feel bad, I speak bad. If I speak bad, I do bad. So people say, how you doing? Oh, man, I'm doing real bad. No, you're doing real bad because technically you're speaking real bad. You're speaking real bad. You might not notice it, but you're speaking real bad. And not only that, but how long have you been speaking this way? Because if you've been speaking this way for a long time, you've now developed what's called a bad habit. You got a bad habit of what? Of what? Speaking bad. That's why you're doing bad. Doing bad connected with speaking bad. And I tell you, if I'm speaking bad, I don't really know I'm speaking bad because I'm really feeling bad. It's in my heart. And how did it get in my heart? It got in my heart because I continue to think bad. I continue to think bad. Successful people always think positive. They really believe that the world is conspiring for them, not against them. People who are depressed, people who have a negative attitude, very pessimistic, being the glass is halfway empty and not halfway full. Optimistic people see the glass being half full, pessimistic being half empty. Optimistic people seem to think that everything's going to work out for them just fine. Even if they mess up, the mess up is going to create opportunity. They get it. Or they're going to learn from it, which is also another opportunity. So that's their mindset. And notice that's their mindset. Their mind is set to this. Nothing changes for them. But also for the pessimistic people, the negative people, their mind is set also. It's like, doesn't matter what I do, man, nothing seems to go right. That's their mindset. You can't change it. So you're going to have to start to pump in positive kind affirmations in your life. You must fill your mind, and it will become more influential and persuasive. The more you fill your mind with positive stuff, the more influential and persuasive it'll be. But it works the same way with negative. The more you fill your mind with negative stuff, the more influential and persuasive it will be. Think about it. Who are you with most of the time? I know you're going to say, oh, my homeboy, my cousin, my girlfriend, my wife, my husband. No, you with you most of the time. Yeah, you with you most of the time. And based on what you are saying to you, most of the time, you are really influencing and persuading yourself. You're persuading yourself. Yeah. So that's why I say you got to learn how to start talking to yourself. You got to train your mind. All right? You got to continue to talk to yourself. Watch this. According to leading experts, affirmations help you relieve tension and anxiety. That's number 2. Number 1 was decide which thoughts you need and which ones you could be tossed out. Number 2 is affirmations help you relieve tension and anxiety. You relieve tension and anxiety. Affirmations. And we'll get to some before we close today. I think I got another 10 minutes. We'll get to a couple of them. All right? It relieves tension and anxiety. And anxiety is I'm worried all the time. I'm stressed out all the time. Yeah, you're not saying good things to yourself. That's what it is. Remember, a chaotic mind creates a chaotic life. If you have no peace on the outside, it's because you have no peace on the inside. If you're happy and blessed on the outside, it's because you're happy and blessed on the inside. It is simply a reflection. Or, shall I say, a manifestation. Yeah. Yeah, so when you hear people say, man, I feel like I'm going through hell. Well, yeah, because you're taking yourself through hell in the inside. It's your thoughts. Taking yourself through it. So you must take yourself through it. All right? Affirmations help you relieve tension and anxiety. 3. I told you I'll give you 4. Affirmations affirm the mind and helps to organize your thoughts. Affirmations affirm the mind. Affirm. Affirm. In the word affirm, you find the word firm. You must be firm. Solid. Steady. Focus. Firm. Not only that, but a firm is also, you ever been to like a law firm? It's a group of people who are working for the same cause. It's a firm. You must make sure your thoughts are all working for the same cause, creating the same condition. Right. Some people have created a condition in their mind. Doesn't matter what you say. You ever got some people, you tell them some good news, they'll find something bad in it. Yeah, but what about this, though? You're like, oh, man, come on. But they are conditioned. That's a condition they have. I know a lot of times you think at the end of the day, there's people who got a physical condition. Yeah, but there's a lot of people who got what's called mental condition. They have conditioned their mind. All right? So you must affirm the mind, and it helps to organize your thoughts. Remember I was saying that a lot of people are confused and lost and frustrated and angry because they have so much clutter in their mind. True. Just like a laundry. Just like when your house is dirty. Who got a house full of dirty dishes in the sink? Clutter. What's the best way you can do it? Organize. Who got clothes all everywhere? In the living room, couch, on the bed, on the floor. Right. It's not organized. So it's stuff everywhere. It's not as bad as it seems, but you got so much clutter. You need to organize your thoughts. I'm trying to teach this as simple as I can. Organize. Like washing clothes. You got your colors. You got your whites. You got your different fabrics over here that you don't wash with this. You understand what I'm saying? You got to organize it. All right? And then you'll realize that something will come clearly. You ever appreciate your house or your apartment or whatever it is, or even your room a whole lot better once things are what? Organized? You're like, man, I got a nice little old place, man. Right. Once it's organized, once you've done the work and washed those nasty dishes, vacuum that nasty floor, wash those nasty clothes, clean that nasty restroom, tub, and toilet. Right. Now you look and go, okay, this is nice. And that's the same place. It's the same place, but some reason now you feel different. Because why? You've gotten rid of all the clutter. Look at your finances. Look at your relationships. Look at your schedule. If you're frustrated with any of those things I just said, you might want to do what's called a declutter and start organizing some things and get rid of some stuff. A lot of stuff in your closet. Come on, do you really wear all that stuff? Some of that stuff you hadn't worn in years. I know you tell yourself, I'm going to wear it when it get cold again. No, you're not. Some of it don't even fit when it get cold again. Get rid of some of that stuff. You will realize that your closet will get bigger. But you'll also narrow down some stuff that this is what you enjoy and what you like to wear. And not only that, but what you look good in. Right? You'll realize, actually, less is plenty. You'll realize that. And it'll give you a whole different appreciation about what you have. Then you realize and recognize at the end of the day that you have enough. When you had a closet full, you think you had enough. Now you've narrowed everything down. You say, man, I got enough. I got about 12, 13 pair of jeans. I got so many pair of slacks, so many pair of short sleeves, long sleeves, T-shirts. Man, I'm good. Right. All because you decluttered. Now, if you can do a closet like that, can you imagine if you did your mind like that? Wow. Yeah, I need to clean up some things. Yeah. I'm probably sharper than I really thought I was. If I can clean up some of these thoughts, some of these reactions, that'll help my perception. All right? Declutter puts things in the right place. It's what's called compartmentalize. 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 You have to put some things in parts so you can mentalize things, thoughts, and ideas, which in turn makes you or your outlook more clear and brings more clarity once you compartmentalize this. Even people. Some people you got in the wrong spaces, in the wrong boxes. You got, oh no, I got to take you out of here and put you over here. I got to take you out of here and put you over here. Right? And then there's some spots you just got to leave empty. There's nobody who fit this place right now, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having a space empty. I've learned that in my life. There's nothing wrong with having an empty space. Here's what's worse, having the wrong person in that space. Oh, that's bad. Because now you're going to be frustrated by what? The wrong person that will never meet the expectations you expect them to do because you placed them in the wrong spot. All right? So, don't be in a rush to put people in certain places. All right? That'll also bring about frustration. All right? So, once you're able to do that, which allows you to process information, watch this, it allows you to process information better and will allow you to make right and better decisions. Oh my God, and it will. Once you clear out some things, you're like, well, I'll tell you what, just go ahead and do this, do that. Say, man, that's a good idea. Yeah. See, the people who make good decisions, those are people who don't have a lot of clutter. That's all it is, and they can see things for what it is. Hey, man, just move that picture over here, take that off and put that over here. People are like, yeah, that's a good idea. The only reason they can do this is because they don't have all the clutter. They take in information, all right, but then they start compartmentalizing it. They just don't take it all in. They can weigh anybody down. They start compartmentalizing. Put this over here, put this over here, put this over here. That's what they do. That's what you have to start doing. And you got to start doing it more often. Here's why. The more often you do it, the habit you create. And you know what Dr. Ellis loved to say, you can have it if you're willing to develop the habit. It's the habit that causes you to have it. Anybody who have it just don't have it. Now they have the habit, and the habit causes them to have it. You got it? That's how it works. All right? Those things you'll hear me say all the time. Here's another one you'll hear me say all the time. We become what we think about most of the time. We become what we think about most of the time. Ask yourself. Be honest. What do you think about most of the time? If you're thinking negative, you're becoming negative. Don't worry about it. You're becoming negative. We become what we think about most of the time. If you're giving yourself more positive and kind, if you will, affirmations, then you'll feel yourself getting better. You're feeling yourself being happier. You'll feel yourself enjoying life a whole lot better, regardless of what the situation around you is, regardless of what everything else is happening around you. It's what's happening in you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to replace them. You can't just get rid of them, and then they just empty. You don't want that. You got to replace the negative with the good. All right? So not only will it allow you to make right and better decisions, if you don't organize your thoughts, good ideas will suddenly get lost and forgotten. So it doesn't mean you don't get good ideas. It's just that you got so much clutter going on, they just get lost. Or forgot, like, man, I was going to do something. What was that I was going to do? So much clutter. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And not only that, but it will, at the end of the day, hinder you from acting quickly and making your dream a reality. All right? It'll do that. Let me give you number 4, and then I'll stop. How about that? I'll give you number 4, and then I'll stop. I'm at my time already. Let me give you number 4. Number 4, about affirmations. They help you increase your memory. The more you say it, the more your memory gets better and better and better and better. Here's why. Because it's moving from your conscious to your subconscious. To your subconscious. The sub means deep, below. Yeah. And a lot of things, majority of things we do it from our subconscious. We don't even have to think about it. It's that deep. So affirmations help you increase your memory. When your thoughts are organized, it will help you think a stable pattern. And it's all about a pattern. Everything is on a pattern. The whole world is on a pattern. Your breathing, it's on a pattern. Your heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. A pattern. Some call it a vibration. All right? Pattern, vibration. All right? Your ability to connect the dots will easily grow. You'll be able to see things more clearly and be able to figure out things more easily because why? Your affirmation has caused you now to process information a whole lot better and easier than most folks. All right, so that's all I got for you today, guys. How to develop mental clarity and focus by talking to yourself. There's so much that we continue to train the mind. Again, allow you to think, dream, and create. But you got to start removing those negative thoughts and replacing them with more positive thoughts. How are you going to, again, clear that dirty jug full of dirt? Is put that clear water hose in there and allow it to pump it out. And slowly but surely, it will pump it out. Not only will it pump it out, it will clear it out. And it'll take something that was full of dirt and make it clear that everyone can drink from. It'll become the fountain of life, that even when you're thirsty, you'll always have something to drink from. All right? And that's your mind. So, again, hope and pray that you were blessed today. Many people say, man, how do I develop mental clarity? How do I allow my life to be focused? Easy. Put what you want in it over and over and over and over and over, and it will affirm. It will become affirmed that all is working toward the same common cause, and that's what we want in your life. So I'm Dr. Ellis. Thanks for tuning in for Pep Talk. I hope to see you on Thursday. Tell somebody about us. Again, I believe the world can be better as people become better, but it must be done intentionally. Growth is not accidentally, it is intentionally. And again, I hope you've decided to become a better person. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye now.